Felipe blushes in embarrassment as Letizia and her lover travel together but do nothing. Madrid, the Spanish royal palace has been buzzing with rumors in recent days, when Queen Letizia and her special friend suddenly appeared on a joint trip. What surprised the public and King Felipe was that they did nothing suspicious, other than taking pictures of the scenery, having a frugal dinner and chatting about books. A royal source said, "Felipe is really confused. If there was a love scandal, at least he would understand the situation. But the fact that Letizia and her lover traveled thousands of kilometers together just to read newspapers and drink tea made the king both angry and embarrassed, because he did not know how to explain it to the public." During the trip, Letizia was seen walking with her companion on the beach. The two kept a strangely innocent distance. They chatted for hours about philosophy, politics and how to cook paella, but there was absolutely no touching. The Spanish media was immediately abuzz. El Secreto headlined, "Mysterious lover, but just to talk?" Madrid Hoy wrote sarcastically, "This is the purest relationship in royal history," making Felipe more awkward than ever. Royal experts say that the irony is that this unusual purity has caused a stir. If it were a love affair, the public would understand. But a strange relationship, both intimate and cold, is more embarrassing for Felipe. It's like a play in which the king doesn't know what role he's playing. The Zarzuela Palace has yet to comment, but in royal circles, it was whispered that Felipe's silence was not necessarily out of anger, but perhaps simply because he could not find the words to describe this unbelievable situation. Spanish people's reaction. As soon as the news of Queen Letizia and her lover's unusually innocent trip spread, the Spanish people were divided into many opinions. Cafes in Madrid, small squares in Seville and even social media groups were all talking non-stop. An old lady in Toledo laughed heartily when asked for her opinion. "Well, it's still lucky. If they didn't do anything, at least they wouldn't cause a love scandal like other royals. But it's really strange, who would travel together just to read the newspaper?" Meanwhile, a young man in Barcelona expressed his confusion. "It's really confusing. I thought it would be a romantic story like in the movies. Who would have thought it would all stop at talking about politics and eating paella? And yet the king is still confused. Maybe he doesn't know whether to be angry or grateful." On social media, the hashtag Amor sin nada, love is nothing, suddenly became a top trend. Thousands of sarcastic comments appeared. "This is truly the purest love story of the century. Are we paying taxes for the royal family to travel, to study philosophy? Poor Felipe, admirable Letizia, and her lover must be too shy." Some social commentators believe that this incident has unintentionally increased the sympathy for Queen Letizia. Because in an era where love scandals are always exploding everywhere, her maintaining a do-nothing relationship makes the public both curious and forgiving. But for King Felipe, the feeling of shame has not subsided. A close source revealed. Everywhere he goes, he is asked, not about his affair, but, why is nothing happening? And this is what makes Felipe blush the most. How did the international press react? The story of Queen Letizia's innocent lover not only shook Spain but also quickly spread to the international press, becoming a topic of discussion throughout Europe. In the UK, the Daily Gossip wrote sarcastically, "While the British royal family was once in trouble because of secret love phone calls, the Spanish royal family is in trouble because there is nothing to hide. Letizia's love story is like a TV series but lacking in drama." The French newspaper Le Monde commented philosophically, "The paradox is that a relationship that does not violate any standards makes the king feel more ashamed than any scandal. Perhaps because of the silence and strange distance between Letizia and her lover, it raises a painful question. What does a royal marriage really mean? The German newspaper Die Welt ran a sarcastic headline. Felipe blushes when his wife's relationship is purer than imagined. Many German readers even commented that they felt sympathy for Felipe, because no one wants to be put in a situation where they are both angry and have no good reason to be angry. In the U.S., Hollywood tabloids quickly turned the story into an entertainment topic. Star Weekly reported the story with a photo of Letizia and her companion sitting on the beach, with the headline, "No kissing, no hugging, just talking about Greek philosophy," and added the caption, "Is this the world's strangest romance?" Even in Asia, the press reported the story. A Japanese newspaper compared the story to the concept of pure love that often appears in their romance novels. Meanwhile, Chinese readers joked, if they didn't do anything, why did they go together? Maybe they just wanted to hide from their children and have some peace. In short, this event, although there was no real scandal, became a big drama in the international media. And it was precisely this lack of drama that created a strange attraction, making Felipe more and more embarrassed every day. What happened next in the royal family? How did Felipe confront Letizia? After days of silence and avoidance, King Felipe finally couldn't hold back any longer. At the Zarzuela Palace during a supposedly tense evening, he directly asked Letizia about her mysterious trip with her companion. According to a source close to him, the conversation started out quite calmly, but quickly turned awkward. Felipe, with a red face, spoke softly but firmly. Letizia, explain to me. Why did you travel with him? Just to drink tea and read books? Do you know how the press is making fun of you? Letizia, calmly as if she had prepared in advance, smiled and replied. Felipe, I did nothing wrong. I didn't even hold his hand. We just talked about Kant and how to cook paella. Is that also a sin? That answer left Felipe more confused than ever. He could not accuse his wife, but he could not accept being made a laughingstock of the world. Many advisors said that the king had been scratching his head all night, not knowing whether to be angry, sad or laughing. Meanwhile, their daughters, Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia, unintentionally made the situation even more, half crying, half laughing. A source from the boarding school said that their friends teased them. Your mother has a lover, but only to do her homework. This made Felipe feel even more embarrassed, not only in front of the people, but also within the family. Royal experts predict that Felipe will have to choose one of two ways. Ignore it, pretend it is a small matter, let time pass by. Face it publicly, speak up to the media, explaining that nothing happened. But ironically, that explanation probably only made him more ridiculed. A Spanish television commentator sarcastically concluded, sometimes doing nothing is the best way to cause trouble. Felipe is now like a Shakespearean king, miserable, jealous, but without any reason to be angry. Letizia and her lover prepare for a second trip. Having barely recovered from the first storm, the Spanish royal family was once again shaken by the leak of information that Queen Letizia and her special friend were planning a second trip. According to sources, this time the destination was not the romantic Mediterranean coast, but a remote monastery in northern Spain, famous for its ancient library and quiet meditation retreats. The news caused a public outcry again. El Mundo headlined, "No love, no crime, just books and silence." La Voz de España sarcastically said, Felipe is about to blush again. Letizia's lover probably just wants to be a monk. Public opinion was once again divided. Some believe that Letizia is challenging the royal family, using her innocent trips to demonstrate her personal freedom. Others believe that this is her way of deliberately confusing Felipe, because jealousy cannot be based on any evidence. A sociology professor in Madrid analyzed